da 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 da. Yeah. Oh, hello. Have you been there long? Well, guess what? It's a fragrance video. I'm going to show you what I had when I first started the year 2020, the year from hell. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, 2020 hasn't been the greatest year, but let's make the best of it. And I'm going to show you the humble little collection of fragrances that I had when I started off in January, when I was still in my little bubble. I didn't know what was going on. There was no real panic at that point. So, you know, I was still merrily going about my business, waiting for my upcoming trip to Ireland in March. And then February hit, and as they say, the SHIT hit the fan, and everything was shut down, and we were all in a bubble of quarantine and panic and no toilet papers to be had anywhere. So, but here we are, and my addiction got a little bit carried away. Compared to others, it's minor. But anyway, I'm just cleaning up my fragrances, and let me show you my collection before the pandemic, if you're interested. Here we have what's left of my humble collection when I first started. There were a few others that I decluttered. But these were basically my go-to fragrances that I have been using over the past 6 years. Chanel No. 5, which has been a repeat buy in my collection for about 10 years. And I love it. And then Coco Mademoiselle I discovered about 5 years ago. Started wearing that, and this is my second bottle. Kenzo Flowers, Kenzo, what is this one called? Flowers by Kenzo is another one. And I've actually was going to declutter that one because I have another backup. And it's just a very super powdery floral fragrance. And it's lovely. It reminds me a lot of traveling and over the years and different places I've been to. It just brings back really nice memories, but I was going to declutter it, and then I changed my mind and kept it. This guy here is Dolce & Gabbana The One, and I've had this in my collection for years. This was one of my signature fragrances for many, many years. And it's very powdery and white floral, sweet. I would say you could wear this any time of the year. This is lovely, and this is probably about my 4th bottle of it. I'm not reaching for it now as much because I have purchased so many fragrances this year. So I'm not reaching for it as much, but I will always keep this in my collection. So that one. And then a very cheap one, which is unfortunately discontinued. It is Celine Dion. And this is a very fruity pear fragrance. It is like that fresh out of the shower. This is my 4th bottle, and I have another bottle of backup plus a little mini bottle of it. And this fragrance, I just love it so much. It doesn't have much longevity. It's primarily a summer fragrance. I really get that juicy pear, and it's just like a shower gel. That's what this smells like. And summer, I would pick this up in the summer. I would never wear this in the winter because it doesn't last long enough. So that one. And then this one was fairly new to my collection, about probably a year and a half, no, almost 2 years ago, when Kathy from Kathy Beauty Care Chats talked about it. And this is Paris by Yves Saint Laurent, and that's a fruity floral as well, and it's very nice, very sweet, and I love that one. That's just a small bottle. It's just a 30 ml, but I did use that a lot when I first got it. So that's my collection from when I first started at the beginning of the year. As I say, there were a few more there. I either finished them or I decluttered them. So moving on to what my collection looks like now. So we're going to pan over here and see what that looks like. A little bit has grown. I'm not including anything that I have decluttered. I did declutter about 5 or 6. So the rest of these are all 99% blind buys, with the exception of Eternity, by Calvin Klein. And this was my signature fragrance when I was in my 30s, and it was actually the first purchase during the shutdown of the pandemic. A repurchase, I believe it cost me $15 or $18, and I didn't know if I'd still love it as much now as I did back then, and I do. And as you can see, I have used quite a lot out of this bottle. And this is a fruity, it's not a fruity, it's a white floral fragrance with spicy notes. The top, what it smells to me like is carnations on steroids. And the spiciness of the carnation, like spicy, it's a spicy floral fragrance, and I love this fragrance. This is a really nice fragrance to wear outside in the summer. It is powerful. It will project into the room before you get there, and it will leave a trail. If you were to go into an elevator, it will stay in there for days. On the air, at a garden party, you will get more compliments on this fragrance than any other fragrance. That's my opinion. I have gotten more compliments on this fragrance than any other fragrance I have ever used in my entire life. And I'm so glad I have it back in my collection, and I will be keeping it there permanently. So yeah, it's that spicy carnation smell that you get mostly, and then when that kind of dies down a little bit, it goes really, really powdery. So if you like a powdery, spicy smell, then you would probably like this. Not a good blind buy, but I love it. It has always been one of my favorites in my collection. So that one was not a blind buy. The rest of these here are all blind buys. Oh, sorry, this one's not a blind buy. This is Oscar de la Renta, and this is a powdery floral that I don't actually wear, but my cousin who has passed away wore this, and I just like to sniff it, and it reminds me of her. So that wasn't a blind buy. So we'll set those two aside. The rest are all blind buys. Okay, so starting with, and I'm not going to go into the notes, I'm going to start with the two Sophias. This one is Love, and this smells a lot like Dolce & Gabbana The Only One. It smells a lot like Black Opium. It has the vibes of that. I actually wear this more than I wear this one. This one has a little bit, it's a little bit more patchouli in it. This one does not, so I wear that a lot. Sophia is another one I wear a lot, as you can see. That's a lot of juice out of there, and that one smells a lot like Mademoiselle, Coco Mademoiselle, without the patchouli. So those were blind buys. This one was a blind buy, but recommended to me by Smurfy Girly, and it's Scandale et Paris, and I've gone through a lot of that. And I talked about that in a previous video, where it's my scent of the day, and that is jasmine, pear, and honey. Another blind buy that was recommended to me by Smurfy Girl, and this is the original packaging, and it is Insolence by Guerlain. This is primarily violets. This is a beautiful fragrance. It smells like a garden full of violets. It's sugary, it's sweet. Smells like Parma violets, the candies. Then Fancy needs no introduction in my, as far as I'm concerned. This fragrance speaks for itself. It is Fancy by Jessica Simpson, and it's an amazing fragrance. It is a fruity, floral, with caramel, jasmine, vanilla, and it's beautiful. It's a great fragrance for sleeping in, and I have a new bottle of that I just purchased a couple of weeks ago. So that one. Then we have C, which was also a blind buy, and I bought that in February, just before the pandemic hit. It was just about to really kick off, and I've used that whole bottle. I mean, that's just a gorgeous, that's a fruity green fragrance. Has a nice little cool greenness to it. I love that a lot. Cloud was a gift from a friend, and her name is Emmy, and she has a channel here, and I will link it below. Cloud needs no introduction. It's just smells like pink marshmallows. Love it, love it. Powdery marshmallows, very comforting, lovely fragrance to wear to bed. Another one that's my daughter-in-law's favorite, and I bought her one, and then I bought myself one when I smelled hers, and it is Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Intense, and this is beautiful. This is a sweet gourmand jasmine bombshell. Love it. Next one is Black Opium. I did smell that before I purchased it. I'm not reaching for it, but I think I will through the winter. I will reach for it more. But it's not actually one of my favorites. But it's there, and I will use it. Again, another fabulous fragrance is Haute Couture. This is opens with raspberries, a little bit of pepper. Oh, it's just a beautiful, beautiful. In my opinion, this is like as good as any niche fragrance. You look at how much I've used it, and I will buy another bottle of that. That's beautiful, and you get that beautiful punch of raspberries on the opening, and it's just gorgeous. As I say, I'm not going into a lot of the notes because I want to do this a quick video. This was sent to me from Tara from Effective Files, and I will link her channel down below. And this is Oscar de la Rosa, and it's Bella Rosa, and this is roses, powdery, has patchouli in it, but it's not overpowering. I love it, and it is a really nice fragrance to wear for the summer. Another one, and I just purchased this just a couple of weeks ago, and it is called a Lalique Soleil. This is very nice. It's supposed to be gourmand, but I don't get the gourmand in it at all. It's going to be amazing in the summer. When I first smelt it, I wasn't excited. It's got a little bit of a peppery tinge to it as well, and I really like it. It's very fresh for the summer, so that one, I will definitely wear that a lot. This one here I just got probably maybe a month ago, and I am seriously through half a bottle. The reason I'm through half a bottle is because it is not a long-lasting fragrance. And this is called Terracotta Parfum by Guerlain, but it is an EDT. Very addictive fragrance. It has got jasmine, coconut, ylang ylang, and it smells a little bit like frangipani in it, but I don't think there is, but that's what it smells a little like. But that could be the jasmine. I love this a lot. I have bought a backup bottle of that. This one I'm finding hard to love. It goes a little masculine on me, but it is a nice fragrance. And it's by Beyonce, and it is Rebelle Le Fleur. And it's a popular fragrance. I only got a 30ml bottle, I think, and it's a tester bottle. It has no lid. I think, honestly, I think I paid $11, $10, maybe even $8. It didn't cost much. And I'm going to give it a try. It's okay. This one is discontinued, of course. It's Alien Essence Absolute. I wore this on Christmas Day. I wore it on Christmas night to bed. This is a beast. It lasts and lasts forever. It has a gorgeous, it's a beautiful gourmand. It has jasmine. It has frankincense and myrrh. It's spicy. It's sweet. It's got some kind of like caramel in it or something like that. But oh, this fragrance. If this comes up again at a decent deal, I'm going to get it. And this is the refillable one, and it's going down way too fast. You don't need much of it though. Just one spray on each wrist and one on your neck. Do not overspray this. It is a beast, but it's delicious. It's gorgeous. And last but not least, I just got this in the mail from... I also wanted to talk about this fragrance that I got in the mail, and this was kindly sent to me from John and Dawn from Bougie Fragrances, and John's channel is Path to Perfumery, and he created this fragrance for his sister Elizabeth, and it is called Yoda. It smells like frangipani or jasmine. So yeah, this is a beautiful, addictive, white floral fragrance. And I'm so glad that he sent me this to sample because I will be wearing this a lot. So another one that was sent to me by Dawn is, this is called Eclat d'Arpège, something like that. I'm not really sure. And this is a lovely, lovely floral fragrance. It's really nice. I can say I'll probably get a lot of uses out of this in the summer. It's very fresh. It's very, very soft. It's not strong. It doesn't really, I haven't really put it on fully. I've only like sampled it on my hand. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to enjoy this fragrance. It's really nice. Also sent me a sample of her fragrance that John is now working on at the moment. And it's primarily a white floral as well. And it's got magnolia in it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fresh white floral fragrance. She also sent me the Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, which I forgot to sample. And I don't own any Tom Ford fragrances. So this is very nice. I'm going to give this is a good size sample, and I'm going to give this a good try, and I'll keep you posted how I like it. It's another white floral, I think, but yeah, it's very nice. Anyhow, that is my collection. And as I say, I started off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fragrances. And I decluttered a couple of those. So I probably had about 9 fragrances before this year, coming into this year. And now I have, let me count them. Let me just count how many I have. I'd like to ideally keep them under 25. So let me count them and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have 19 new fragrances and 7 that I had coming into 2020, which makes a total of 26. So I'd like to keep it within 25, and to do so I'm going to have to stop buying fragrances until I finish some of these. That's not counting my backups of the same fragrances. I'm not counting those. And I'm not counting minis, and I'm not counting samples or anything like that. So 26 fragrances for me personally is a lot of fragrances. And I know I'm going through them mega fast, and I do overspray. Like, it's not unheard of me to overspray and put 15 sprays on, because I spray my neck, my hair, my arms, my shoulders, my body, my legs. And so I could easily, depending on the fragrance, overspray and put 15 spritz on. So I will go through these pretty fast in the next year. The C is almost finished, so if we take that away, that's 25. And a few of these that I'm going through really fast, I have repurchased. So I'm going to start going through some of the ones that I'm not going to repurchase. I won't repurchase Opium. In fact, I barely used it, and I'm not in love with it, so I might sell it. I might declutter that one. I know that's a shock, right? And I probably declutter the Beyonce Fleur, the whatever it's called. That one. you know, like it's just a little tiny bottle. I might declutter that one, so that'll bring me down to 24. Yeah, the rest of them I'm in love with. So I have a bit of a dilemma here. I can't add any more to my collection. Anyhow, this is my collection. I wanted to update you all of that before the end of the year, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want me to do a review on any of these fragrances, please make a comment down below and I will definitely do that for you. I will review it, I will tell you what I think about it, I will tell you how long it lasts, yada yada yada, and yeah, just make a comment. So it's a humble collection to a lot of you out there who have 100 plus. That's just not me. I think it's wonderful if you have 100 fragrances in your collection, but I can't have that many because the anxiety would overtake and I would not be able to enjoy them. So 25 for me is slightly out of my comfort range, but I can deal with that. I can handle it, and I'm enjoying them all so much. And I'm going to give you a little scan of them all at the end of this video. And if you've made it this far, this is another giveaway of a Nora Knits hat. Yes, I know. Oh, I've been so busy over the holidays making more hats. So yeah, just do a little, maybe not a heart this time, maybe something else. How about, let me think. What little symbol is good? Flowers. How about flowers? How about a red rose? Yeah. So yeah, if you're interested in the giveaway, fill up my comments with red roses, and I put you in the draw for a hat, a Nora Knits hat. And it doesn't matter where you live. This is international, all over the world. I will send you that hat anywhere you want. You can pick the color, the style, whatever you want. If I don't have it in my inventory, I will make it, especially for you. So that's the end of my video, and I'm gonna go now and make another video. Take care, everyone. I love you all to bits. Stay safe in the new year, and as I always say, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. Mwah.